Hello, it is 7:32 p.m. on Tuesday the 16th of March, and it is time for Today in My Boojum. I'm exhausted, you guys. Absolutely exhausted. I'm going to go sleep. I seem to be having this problem at the moment where it gets to about 3 o'clock and I'm absolutely exhausted, 3 p.m. and I'm absolutely exhausted for 4 or 5 hours. I feel like I could go to sleep. I am that tired. I struggle to type coherently. I struggle to do just the most basic of tasks. It's absolutely, it's frustrating as well, because I just feel like if I sat still I would fall asleep. I have to stay on my feet and keep moving. Most of my stepping tends to happen during that period, otherwise I would fall asleep. It's nuts. So yeah, absolutely super duper tired. So this was yesterday. We did my own teeth, my day face cream. I recorded, I edited and uploaded. I didn't go to bed late before anybody's like, well, what time did you go to bed? I went to bed at 11 o'clock because Daryl woke up and he wanted to get in my bed. And besides, even if I went to bed early, I didn't always sleep because I'm an insomniac, so you know. Oh dear, right, steps. I've still got to do some steps. I still need 2,000 odd steps. Yesterday I got 14,501. Didn't mop the floor. Right. Change pen. Oh. Right. That's what guy I went to school with today. I haven't seen him. Gosh. Probably since I left school, actually. I see him about every now and then, you know, but he ended up parking next to me at the vaccine centre. So it was like, oh, hey! How are you? I haven't seen you for ages. Right, okay, so AM teeth and day face cream were done. I was going to put makeup on, you know, so that I looked together. But I got distracted by 49 Dragonflies looking at a new junk journal she just bought and didn't, so yeah. So no makeup. I did take my antihistamines. I remember taking those this morning. I made the mistake of taking them with my smoothie. So then, like, I had the tablets in my mouth, and then I took a mouthful of smoothie, and it was like, I normally like slightly chew my smoothie because it's obviously quite solid. So trying to swallow it without chewing it was really, really hard. I haven't done anything to my dreads today. I have posted to Instagram. I have recorded. Shouts coming from the cheap seats. I haven't yet edited and uploaded. I've had a can of Coke in an effort to try and wake me up. I've not had any booze. I've had chips. I have not yet crafted or done any of that. Let's see now. Daryl did his AM teeth. We've been out all day. We've been at my daughter's house. Well, I say out all day. We spent the morning slobbing around like the lazy beasts that we are. And then we went to my daughter's house, and then I got my COVID jab, and then we came home, and we've just basically been sat here like, because we both had a really, really bad night. So, it was lovely. We got to see Callie. Baby weighs just under 6 pounds. She's 34 weeks that weighs 6 pounds. She's like, if this baby is like well over 8 pounds, I'm definitely not having any more. Because they say, you know, that they say, don't they? And it was the case with me, that babies tend to get heavier, you know, each subsequent pregnancy. So she's like, I'm not going to have any more because this one's already huge. She's massive, absolutely massive. Okay. Now, yeah. That's what I think of that. See, apparently I slept for 6 hours last night. I was a bit up and down, up and down, up and down. But, yeah. I fell asleep about midnight. And apparently was awake for a while in the middle of the night. And, my phone went off at 8:30 this morning. Why everybody wants to ring me at that time of the day, I don't fucking know. But it was not a good night. I've got this problem, okay? I can't remember. I just had a real sudden deja vu type thing, so I can't remember if I've mentioned it before. I bought a weighted blanket, and I love it. It's really nice, and it's snuggly, but it's not quite warm enough on its own. So the first night I had it, I thought, right, and I got my duvet. So I had my blanket and my duvet, and I was too hot. I spent the night like fidgeting because I was too hot. Second night I tried just my blanket, and I was too cold. So you've heard this story before, yeah, with the 3 bears? No. So I was like, So the third night I'm sort of humming and hawing, what can I do? And then I was, ooh, I've got a really, really nice microfiber blanket that my friend got me. And it's, you know, it's quite an expensive one. It's really, really good quality. And that with the weighted blanket is bang on, absolutely bang on. But the weighted blanket is made out of this like velvet plush, you know, and it's a bit slippery. And my microfiber blanket keeps falling off. So I wake up in the night because I'm cold, because my microfiber blanket's fallen off. And I don't really know what to do about that. So then, if you've got any smart, I don't want to permanently sew them together. A, because the microfiber blanket is bigger than the weighted blanket, and B, because in the summer I want to obviously not use the microfiber blanket because I'll be too warm. So I need a temporary way of putting the 2 blankets together. But I can't really come up with something. My mum's like, I'll try safety pins. I was like, yeah, but I don't really want to be sticking pins through something that's got beads in it. And then putting stress on it, you know, because it might rip a little bit due to the pins, and, you know, beads would end up going around. So if you've got any ideas, much appreciated. Okay, so let's use, right. I pulled today the Fool. A tarot deck is about a fool's journey. It starts with the Fool. The Fool is number 0 in the back. It is the first card. If you buy a brand new deck of tarot cards and you turn over the first card you turn over will be the Fool. The deck is about the Fool's journey through life and about the trials and tribulations, good and bad, that the Fool may face. They are different possibilities that could affect you on the Fool's journey. You know, that you may read cards for years and never pull, sorry, I apologise, and never pull specific cards. Never. There are cards that I've never pulled, and I've been reading cards since I was a teenager. 30 odd years, on and off, you know. And then there'll be other cards that you may pull quite a bit, even when you're reading for other people, you know, because some cards deal with some very specific subjects. The Fool is at the head of the major arcana. That's the ones that aren't of the suits, yeah? So you've got the Fool, you've got the Magician, you've got the Priest, High Priestess, you've got the Emperor, the Empress, so on and so forth. Death is one of the major arcana cards. These are the court cards, if you like. These are the important ones. Some readers will only read with the major arcana cards. They tend to be more traditional deck users, so they don't use a deck like this. They would use one, you know, that has, for Pentacles, literally has coins on the card and all that lot. I like story type decks like this, as you obviously can guess. So the major arcana cards are the pay attention cards. These are the cards that are trying to drive home a message to you. And when you pull quite a few major arcana cards in a spread, then you really, really need to pay attention, because the cards are actually really desperately trying to tell you something and you're just not listening. So, you know, I've had a couple this month. Oh no, this is my third major, no, my fourth. The Fool. So what is the Fool all about? Well, look before you leap, basically. Pay attention to what you're doing. You know, if you've got, if it looks too good to be true, it usually is. Yeah, the grass is not always greener, and all those other fantastic sayings about it is not always better because it's somebody else's, or it's different from what you're doing. You know, before you make that big decision, actually look at what is on the table. Okay, you got a new job offer? Okay, well, it sounds brilliant. Yeah, look, I get all these perks. Okay, how many hours have you got to do? Have you got to do as many or more than what you're doing now? Do you want to do that? You've seen a new house that you want to buy, and it's beautiful. Okay, get the survey done first, yeah? Make sure it's not subsiding or got damp or dry rot or something, or no infestations. Do you see where I'm going? I met a new guy, and a new girl, or whatever. And they seem fantastic. Okay. Have they got any baggage? You know, get to know them a little bit before you jump in and decide to marry them. Trust me, been there, done that. So on and so forth. Look before you leap, okay? What does the cat represent? The cat represents your conscience. Think Jiminy Cricket, yeah, from Pinocchio. You're not listening to that inner voice. You know, that inner voice that is usually the voice of reason, that you're like, I'm not listening to you. It's about time you start listening to this voice, this cat, because, you know, they know what they're talking about, and they might be able to shine light on a different perspective that you've maybe not thought about. Okay? I've look at the situation from all angles before you jump in with both feet. I need to tidy up my fucking pencil case because I can't stick my pens in the pocket. It fills me with rage, actually. Okay, chores. I haven't done anything today. I don't even know what fucking day it is. That's a lie. I cleaned the loo and I did some laundry. So, you know, that's not too bad. Now it's just down to me and Daryl again. The loo doesn't need cleaning quite so vigorously. Little boys and big boys, very, very different when it comes to the matters of the bathroom. Okie dokie, so I had my jab. Yes, I did. Oh, I got paid. I got the jab, and that went out. Awesome. I have also watched Raw, so we can move that across. So, I need a bit of hand cream. I don't really want to use this one because it's irritating, but it's that or dry. So, yeah. That's all good. Now, it didn't hurt. There was little stings that went in my arm. That's very, very good. I'm just going to wait for that to dry. Wave at you like again. No, I updated my... I've had one person say they want me to show them how I do it. Something I will do when I'm a little bit more awake. I'll probably do it this weekend. If that's okay, Jolene. And I'll sort of do it. If I remember, I'll show you how to do like my YouTube end screen as well. Yes, it's the junk journal. I'm going to do a little junk journal thing. I finished my first signature, so I thought I would take you through it. It's chunky. It is fucking chunky. So this paper had like a postcard type thing printed, and I just stuck a Australian stamp on it. I received something from Kelly Stamps, I think it was. COVID. Not showing you that because that's photos of me. But yeah, somebody posted this online, and I cracked out because I love Red Dwarf. Okay, and that I sent it to my entire family, and they were in absolute fits. So you know, we've got a few bits and bobs in here, some nice photos. This was a picture that oh look, see, the glue's all coming undone. That really annoys me. I need to get a fresh glue stick out. This is from Callie's 3D scan. Alex in his uniform. This is the game that Daryl's been playing on the PlayStation. This was the envelope my septum ring came in, pair of socks, pattern. Bit of journaling, some receipts, a picture from Daryl. There is some secret journaling inside here. Basically what I did was I took the envelope apart, and then I've written in here, and what I would do, because this is the middle of the journal, I plan to sew it in here, so it will be like secretive hidden journaling if I can open it without ripping it. It's very, very sticky. So yeah, you can see there I've written just inside, which is cool. Yeah, so the idea is that I will open it, put it in there, and then when I sew this signature into the journal, this will be sewn in like a date, and then I can just close it. So I only read it if I absolutely want to. This is my daughter's moving day. We hired a car, it cost me a fortune. It says, oh yes, I had my bath taps removed and a shower head. This is my mum's COVID page. I got a new bead for my hair from Happy Dreads. I dyed my hair. I will probably just slot this into the, you know, into the actual book. It sticks in there quite well. Just when I actually dyed it, took me a couple of days. A picture from Daryl. We bought down a Batman electric toothbrush. It's crap. Really, really crap. I've still got to put Jolene's picture up here. But yeah, a bit of journaling under there, a little bit of journaling under there. Callie and Alex's birthday, a little bit of a catch-up page there. This was a page about Daryl going back to school because he wants to. He bought a Doc Hudson car yesterday. That's just a Parcel Force leaflet because I've sent the parcel off. This was a printable that I got, I think, from Cover to Cover Creations. I can't quite remember. And yeah, so that's the end of that signature. So we are on like a brand new signature. you can see where I wrote and used that to lean on because the blue's shone through, which is really frustrating. That was the whole point of me putting this in here, to stop transference, and it hasn't fucking worked, and I'm cross. And now I can't find my eraser to try and rub it out. That's fine, because I'm going to stick a fucking bag on it anyway. I was just going to stick that on it. So this is my AstraZeneca, my COVID. Yes, I had the AstraZeneca doohickey. This is a bag of muffins that I bought over the road. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick that there, I think. With some tape. And then I've got a little leaflet that goes inside. That's from the paperwork from the actual thing. And it fits perfectly in this bag. Absolutely perfectly. And then I've got this little journaling card that was in there. So I thought I could do that. And I've got a photograph that I am actually going to print up and put there eventually. But I haven't printed it up yet. So let's start off by grabbing my tape. So I'm probably just going to go along like that. I'm just going to glue the flap down as well with the tape. I'll just go up to where the bag changes colour, I think. There we go. This is cheap tape that I buy in Poundland. It's in the DIY section, and you get 3 or 4 rolls for £1. I tell you what, it's bloody good tape. So let's go up to there. I just use a palette. I got this idea from Cindy. Just use a palette knife to help tear it. Trick for double-sided tape is if you burnish it down. Okie doke, nighty night. See you in the morning. If you burnish it into place, it will usually make it easier for you to peel the backing off. She says now, hoping that it does, so that she doesn't look like a complete total moron. See, I can see the tape sticking to the paper. Can see it? So peel up all of your tape. You don't burnish it, it tries to lift with the backing strip as well. It just makes life really hard. I should have probably gone along there as well, shouldn't I? I don't want it to lift away from the actual I don't want to make it a pocket, it's fine. So give it a good burnish down, and it transfers the tape to the bag rather than the backing tape. And then you can just get hold of it with your fingernail and Bob's your uncle. Now I'm going to line that up pretty much with the bottom of the page. That's a nice loud car, isn't it? There you go. And now, I mean, you know, I've got, it's quite a poofy bag, but because I've stuck the back bit down, it shouldn't poof out too much. It just makes it that little bit easier to get hold of. And you just stick it in like that. And there you go. And look how well that fits. It literally is the exact same height as the top of the bag. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a little bit of journaling on this because it's a nice card, it's not glossy. And then I will put it in that way. And then it kind of shows through the little window, which I really, really like. And that sits in there quite nicely as well. So there you go. Really pleased with that. Really, 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 really pleased. Hope you enjoyed that. That little smidgen of junk journaling. I'm getting a little bit brave. I'm getting brave. I'm trying really, really hard. It's very, very hard for me to come out of my comfort zone. It's like I watched a video today and Barbara was looking through this junk journal somebody else had made for her. She usually makes her own. And I was completely blown away because this girl had taken square paper, so like an 8x8 pad, and she'd put it in at an angle. She'd put it in like that and then sewn it into place. So you had like, and I was like, I would never think to do that. It's just, that's the kind of thing that it doesn't cross my mind. It's like, I didn't realise until I was looking through this, I've got very few pages like this that are smaller than A5. There's more in this signature probably than there is in any of the other. I tend to stick to, you know, most of these are printables anyway. These are all printables. That was out of a colouring pad. That is not a printable. That is out of a pad. But, you know, so I don't tend to use anything that is not, you know, they all tend to be the same size. I've got one there that isn't. So that, you know, it'll be a bit of a challenge, I think, when I get to those, because I'm like, it's like I've also done a little bit of it. Because I loved it, it looks beautiful. So yeah, I'm getting braver. I am trying harder to find. But I was like, oh yeah, because I would never thought to just put a piece of paper in one key and sew it into place. And she'd ruffled it and creased it, so when the book actually arrived, it had pages that were creased up like that, and I was like, oh, that freaks me out. That just I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not ready to go there. So I'm gonna leave that there. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of junk journaling there. I already knew what I was going to do. I'd already decided, so to actually put it into place was not too hard. Thank God. I'm just going to use a standard pen to journal with. I've had this pen a long time. Bought this at Disneyland 15 years ago from on the Dueling Dragons ride. It is a beast of a pen. It weighs a ton and I love it. I don't lend it to anybody and if I do, I watch them, I glare at them until they give it back, you know. So yeah. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you for watching me. Please feel free to give this video a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, feedback, you just want to say hi, please do leave it down below. Kisses for Daryl would also be appreciated, and each comment gets a like, a love, or a written response. If you click the icon down in that corner, you will be subscribed. And if you hit the bell that appears down below, you'll be notified when I upload new content. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really, really do appreciate it. And have a fantastic rest of your day, no matter what it is that you're doing. I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys. Bye.